Hello, I'm Stefan, your host for Global Mobis News.
Hi there, I'm Karijn, your co-host.
Karijn, how was your Lunar New Year holiday? Did you do anything exciting?
Yeah, it was great. But a quick question, Stefan. The holiday was in February last year. However, this year we celebrated it in January. Why is it different every year?
Well, that's because Lunar New Year follows the lunar calendar. Since the first day of the lunar year shifts every year, the date of the holiday changes too. So, along with Chuseok, Lunar New Year is one of Korea's most important holidays when families all gather together.
Ah, now it makes sense. And this year's holiday was especially long, right?
Yeah, that's right. Many companies gave nearly a full week off, which a lot of people took the chance to travel.
I wanted to go somewhere too, but the heavy snow really ruined my plans. So I ended up just relaxing at home and visiting a friend's place.
Yeah, the snowstorm during the holidays was intense. And I saw on the news that there were a lot of accidents due to icy roads. Personally, I would have just stayed put, but I was really impressed by how determined Koreans are to visit their hometowns no matter what.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It was so touching to see how strong their dedication to family is.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and speaking of Lunar New Year, you can't forget about tteokguk. Did you have some, Karijn?
Yes, I actually had some at my friend's house. What about you?
Well, actually, I'm not a huge fan of tteokguk, so instead, I had honey rice cake cereal, which is trending right now. It's basically milk with rice cakes, so I'd say it still counts as tteokguk.
Oh, that does look similar. I've seen it trending on socials, but I haven't tried it yet.
Well, a lot of foreigners struggle with the chewy texture of rice cakes, but surprisingly, they do enjoy this version. You should definitely try it. I highly recommend it.
I will, definitely. And another big part of Lunar New Year is the traditional vow or sebe. Stefan, did you do sebe this year?
No, actually I didn't. How about you, Karijn? Did you do sebe?
Actually, I received sebe.
Whoa, you received it, but you're still so young.
Yeah, so my friend's little nephew bowed to me and I even gave him some New Year's money. He was so adorable.
So I also heard from my Korean friends that when they were kids, they received a lot of money and they could buy a lot of cool things they wanted. These days though, I heard they don't get so much.
That's interesting. Now I'm excited for next year.
Well, okay, now that we've talked about our Lunar New Year holiday, shall we move on to the news for February? Let's take a look at the headlines for this month.
Ooh.
Wow.
We do have a lot to cover, so let's get right to it.
Absolutely. I can't wait to hear about what's in store for us.
But before we dive in, we'll welcome and hear from our very special guest for today.
Hi there, thanks for joining us today. So, could you introduce yourself to our viewers?
Hello, I'm Shin, a manager in the recruitment branding team at Hyundai Mobis. Until last year, I was responsible for research position recruitment, including scholarship programs and recruitment promotions. And this year, my responsibilities have changed to promoting employment for people with disabilities.
Hi, nice to meet you. Could you tell us some more about your team and what you do?
As you might have gathered from my introduction, the recruitment branding team handles a wide range of tasks. We oversee company-wide hiring, setting recruitment strategies and workforce plans that align with the company's vision. Simply put, we manage the overall recruitment process for both regular and non-regular positions across various business units.
We heard that there's a global recruitment program linked to CES. Could you tell us when did it start and what was its original goal?
The program launched in 2023 and this year marks its third year. We named it GREB, which stands for Global Recruiting and Branding. It was created with the goal of expanding global hiring and strengthening our employer brand.
Thanks for sharing that with us. How has the program evolved since its launch?
Since launching this program, the number of applicants and hires from overseas universities has been steadily increasing. Typically, when domestic companies recruit international students, they visit schools to promote job opportunities. But we took a different approach, inviting students to our CES booth, allowing them to experience our company firsthand. This not only strengthened their understanding of our work, but also made a lasting impression, reinforcing the relevance of our job opportunities.
Wow, that's really interesting. Also, what were the key activities at CES 2025? Were there any special events?
One of the highlights was visiting our private CES booth, where they got to see our technological strengths up close. And another popular activity was, I think, the networking dinner. We also had our participants engage in social media missions. Participants share their experiences online, helping to promote our company beyond just those who attended, reaching the broader international students community.
And how were the international students selected? Were there any specific criteria?
Applicants were asked to explain why they wanted to participate and why they should be selected. We focused on how thoughtfully they answered these questions, and extra points were given to those who completed the social media mission, and we also ensured a diverse mix of schools and degree programs.
Mobis is one of the best companies to work for, and I'm sure you had many strong candidates. But I'm curious, what kind of feedback did you receive from the students?
Following the program, we conducted a satisfaction survey among participants, and the program received an impressive 4.82 out of 5 satisfaction score. Additionally, a significant number expressed interest in applying for jobs with us. I believe this outcome is very encouraging as it aligns with our goal, which is to position Hyundai Mobis as a favorable career option for international students.
That's insightful. I'm really glad the participants were able to learn more about the company, the technologies, and everything in between.
Could you tell us more about the networking experience? What was it like for the students, and how did they respond?
We organized a dinner networking event where 1 or 2 employees sat at each table with students. We carefully matched employees with students based on their majors or research areas to encourage meaningful and relevant conversations. Some participants even mentioned that their discussions at the table helped shape their career paths, and many cited that the dinner networking as their favorite part of the entire program.
I've got one burning question. What's next for this program? Are there any future plans or goals?
Through this program, we've increased awareness of our company within the international students community. The ultimate goal of GRAD is to recruit outstanding global talent, so we plan to diversify our recruitment processes, such as introducing global internships and global scholarship programs to ensure that this program leads to actual hiring.
And with that, we've come to the end of our interview. Thank you so much for sharing your valuable insights today. Let's move on to our next segment.
Okay, bye.
Stefan, I've got a question for you. Do you know how many accidents are caused by drowsy driving or phone use while driving?
I'd imagine quite a lot.
That's right. On average, there are over 50 drowsy driving accidents per day. And during last summer's holiday season, more than 60% of highway accidents were caused by drivers using their phones.
Wow, those numbers are pretty alarming.
Exactly. But Hyundai Mobis has developed new technology to help reduce those accidents.
Oh, great. What kind of technology is it?
So it's called the in-cabin monitoring system. It's a technology that detects passengers' posture, behavior, and biometric signals in real time to assess their safety.
Whoa, that sounds really smart. But how does it detect all that?
Well, cameras installed inside the vehicle monitor the passenger's condition, and software analyzes the data to determine if there's any risk. For example, if the driver nods off, it sends an immediate warning. It can also detect things like phone usage or not wearing a seatbelt and alert the driver.
Ah, okay. So it could even check if kids in the back seat are properly secured in their car seats.
Exactly. It's not just for the driver, it monitors the safety of all passengers in real time.
That's definitely going to have a huge impact on accident prevention.
Absolutely. Plus, it's already received ASPICE certification, which is the European standard for automotive software, and it's exceeded the safety targets set by Euro NCAP, or European New Car Assessment Program.
Wow, so sounds like they're targeting the European market, right?
That's right. They've already showcased the technology to European automakers and are actively working on securing orders.
Well, it's not just about the driver's safety, but the safety of everyone in the car. This could set a new standard for automotive safety.
Totally. With the global market paying attention, it won't be long before we see this technology on the roads. A safer future powered by Hyundai Mobis. I'm really looking forward to it. Stefan, are you familiar with movable display screens inside a car's cockpit?
Of course. You mean like rollable displays or swivel displays that can hide, slide, or expand based on the different needs of the driver?
Exactly. Mobis has already developed those innovative display technologies for cars, but recently Mobis has introduced a sound system that marries perfectly with these movable displays.
Oh, cool. So it's a sound system specifically designed for innovative displays? Wow, I wonder how it differs from existing ones and how it benefits the drivers.
Right, so just like the movable displays, this newly developed sound system also moves. The speakers are designed to rotate according to the different movements of the displays. So for example, if the screen gets bigger, the sound gets bigger too. And if the screen shrinks, the sound adjusts accordingly.
Ah, okay. So you mean the direction and intensity of the sound automatically adapts to the screen's size and position. So I'm guessing during parking or in autonomous driving mode, drivers can enjoy the full display screen, so the sound speakers will adjust their angles to provide richer sound for entertainment.
Exactly, and when the movable display is expanded to its full size, it can also block and distract sound deliverance to the passengers, so speakers will move its angle to optimally send sound to the drivers and passengers.
Whoa, that's smart. What if displays are hidden and the car is driving at high speed?
Well, the speakers will turn their faces towards the driver so they can enjoy clearer sound despite the noises created by high-speed driving. And the best part is the sound system also enhances the car's interior with its iconic design.
Oh, iconic design. What's that about?
Well, literally, it's a symbolic and eye-catching design. Just the speakers alone can elevate the car's interior, making it feel more luxurious and almost like a piece of art.
Ah, can the speakers alone completely transform the car's vibe?
Yes, exactly. It's a system that not only optimizes the sound, but also adds a touch of sophistication to the interior.
Wow, that is really impressive. I hope this technology gets mass-produced soon so we can see it in action. Moving on to our next topic. I heard Hyundai Mobis recently announced its business performance, and the results were pretty impressive. How well did they do?
That's right. Hyundai Mobis had a fantastic year. Operating profit increased by over 30%, and in the fourth quarter alone, it grew by a staggering 88.5% compared to the same period last year.
88.5%? That is incredible.
Exactly. To break it down, Hyundai Mobis recorded total revenue of 57.237 trillion Korean won, an operating profit of 3.073 trillion, and a net profit of 4.06 trillion in 2024.
Wow, those numbers are huge.
Yes. Total revenue slightly dropped by about 3.4% compared to the previous year. However, operating profit and net profit increased by 33.9% and 18.6% respectively, significantly improving overall profitability.
Ah, so even though we saw a slight dip, profits rose. So they managed operations more efficiently?
Yes, exactly. Despite market uncertainties affecting revenue, Hyundai Mobis strategically expanded its high-value core components and optimized its product portfolio. Plus, cost-cutting measures and profitability improvements played a big role.
Ah, so instead of just selling more, they focused on selling premium components to maximize profits.
That's right. That's why operating profit increased so much.
Okay, so what are the benefits of strong financial performance?
Well, higher profits boost stock value. So if we keep the investors happy, employees are more likely to enjoy bonuses too.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Hopefully Hyundai Mobis continues this momentum throughout the year. Karijn, do you remember Hyundai Mobis' TV commercial from last year?
Of course! I really like the scene where a child rides a mobility device and gradually changes through the shadow. It was great to see the child's imagination come true.
Exactly. It was a fantastic ad. And this year, Hyundai Mobis has released another impressive TV commercial.
Oh, how is this year's ad different?
Well, actually, I got a sneak peek, and the futuristic city setting has a bit of a Matrix vibe.
Ooh, now I'm really curious. Can we watch it right now?
Hold on, let me explain first. This year's theme is a part of mobility, the whole of mobility. The ad conveys how Hyundai Mobis' technology doesn't just contribute to mobility, it plays a fundamental role in shaping it entirely.
Oh, like pioneering the future of mobility? That's incredible.
Right. It also highlights Hyundai Mobis' role in developing essential future mobility technologies like autonomous driving, IVI, which is in-vehicle infotainment, and electrification.
Wow, my Mobis pride is through the roof. Where can we watch the ad?
Well, you can catch it in movie theaters and on TV.
Whoa, movie theaters too? Wow, that must look stunning on the big screen. I'll make sure to watch it next time I go.
Well, it's also available on YouTube, so if you're curious, definitely go check it out right now. Well, I can't believe time passed by so quickly because we've come to the end of our updates for February.
We'll be back next month with even more exciting updates for sure.
Thanks for watching and see you next month.
Bye!
Bye.